Hello, everyone. Thank you so much, Ms. Jones, for allowing us to be part of this. I've never been at a forum such as this where I've been so excited and I've been like jumping in my seat waiting to get up here. It's so nice to be in a room full of like-minded individuals and peers who are in the same spirit and energy as I am. So yes, I am the founder and co-founder and assistant director of FPA-Foundation, which is fostering progressive advocacy. And what we do is we work to empower our foster parents, empower our youth who are in foster care, who are fighting for their rights, who are not protected by this corrupted system. And what we do is we put into action all the issues that have been discussed here. So we do protest rallies, we go to Washington, D.C., we lobby in Albany. We really organize individuals who are interested in changing this system. And I first need to say is that I myself was a victim of this child welfare system. I was born into the foster care system. At the age of 15, my adoptive mother had passed away, and so that placed myself and my brother into a kinship situation, although we had never met these individuals, so they were really strangers. And so, going into a situation where, the only family that you have known has passed away, you would think that a kinship relative would really embrace you and love you and welcome you and really cultivate your learning and support, and that was definitely not the situation. Myself and my brother were placed into a home of people that were not doing it for altruistic reasons. They were looking at us as, money. We were bringing in more income into the house. And so my brother bounced from one home to the next, and he was hospitalized because he was stating that he no longer wanted to stay in this home. And we were making allegations against our relatives, and we were stating the truth and the facts about how they were really treating us. And, even at the age of 15, I began to question, well, where is everyone? Where is this caseworker? Who's supposed to be coming into this home and really making sure that I'm represented and that my rights are represented, and that once I age out of this system, I'm not going to become homeless, or I'm not going to be able to have the opportunity to go to college and have the same rights afforded to me as my counterparts. So I, at that age, had to begin to, realize that I had to become my own advocate, and I had to make sure that I had my future and directed in the path that I wanted to. So unfortunately, my brother did not have the same opportunities as I did. He, as I said, he bounced from one home to the next and aged out and has had a very unsuccessful path for himself and journey, as I have always sought education as my tool and my key to really ensure that I had a future for myself. And I really felt the need to give back to my brothers and sisters who are coming up after me in this foster care system. It is not easy being placed in a situation where people are not answering your questions, where no explanations are being given to you, and you're ripped from a home in which this is all you have known and where you've been loved and where you have been cultivated. And ACS is a system in which has instituted all of these rights, and for grandparents, rights for birth parents, rights for foster parents, and all of this is written onto paper, but it's not actually being instituted and being followed. And so that's something that we work to do. We work to, strike a fuse in them, and we really aggravate them, and we do it purposely. And so I hope that the people that are here today will join us. We need people out here volunteering for the cause. We need people at our protest rallies. I hope that National Action Network will join us in really fighting this system and really taking an interest in our youth and our foster parents. As I said, it's not easy being a foster parent as well. My co-founder, Doran, has been a foster and adoptive parent, has taken in many young boys. She took in her nephews as well because her sister became succumbed to some mistakes. You know, people make mistakes in lives. That doesn't mean that you should not have the opportunity and the privilege to take your child and to love them and care for them. And as we've spoken about here, that if we had more preventive services, if we had more supportive services put into place for our people, perhaps our children would not end up in this system. But it is slavery. It is a sense of slavery. And it is a sense of honoring. Because a lot of individuals who I worked with, after I left college, I went on to work for ACS. I was working with my black and brown people, and you know, they had this sense about them too, that they were above the families that they were supposed to be representing and were supposed to be making sure that their rights were protected. And I was really disgusted. And so I hope that this will be a part of our history, not a part of our future anymore. But in order to do that, we have to act. We have to take action. We can no longer sit back and allow these things to happen. So I hope from this discussion today that a spark has been lit up in you and the fuse is ignited and that we will unite. What I would like to see is similar to the march that we just partaked in Washington, D.C. for the 50th anniversary of Martin Luther King's speech, that we all come together and congregate around this issue of foster care. Because they need to see us in New York, in Chicago, in D.C., in Albany. They need to see us out there with our fists up and saying that we are united around this cause and we are no longer going to let them decide what is going to happen with our families and our children.
Right.
I'm going to allow my two foster parents to come up and also speak about their trials and tribulations. As I said, we have the plight that we also advocate on behalf of our foster parents so that they know what their rights are and that they can also empower our foster youth. So I have two foster parents here today to speak about what really is happening once you become a foster parent and you take a child into your home. A lot of people feel that foster parents are taking in children for the monetary gains. And yes, absolutely, there are some individuals that are doing that, but we advocate